For TRT, should you go for a private clinic or should you go down the self-prescription route? If you're new to my channel, I'm Carl. I've been on TRT for just over a year now, and I post daily about my experience with the treatment and just try to offer advice wherever I can, so if that's of any interest, drop me a follow. So private clinic or self-prescription, or getting testosterone from an underground lab if you want to put it that way. Let's discuss the pros and cons of both. If you go for a private clinic, the pros of that are you're doing it for a legitimate clinic, which means you'll be getting pharmaceutical grade testosterone, you'll have a legitimate prescription, and you'll have hormone experts at hand to consult if you need any help with dosages or things like that. Also, all your blood work is usually included. But what about the cons? Well, the cons are, it's quite hard to get. You do have to show that you are legitimately low in testosterone via 2 blood tests. You would also have to be suffering from symptoms of low testosterone to the point where they are affecting your day-to-day life. Another con is that this is probably the most costly route you can go down. Depending on the level of treatment and which private clinic you go with, you can expect to be paying £100 to £200 a month, which obviously might not be affordable for everyone. So what about going down the self-prescription route, which would usually involve sourcing the testosterone yourself via an underground lab or even just a guy at the gym? The pros to this are, it is the most affordable way to do it. This will be very cheap. There's also the fact that you're in complete control of your dosage. You can take basically as much as you want. Realistically, there's no one to hold you accountable. Personally, I would say this could be seen as a pro or a con, but depends on just how your perspective is. Unfortunately, that's probably where the pros end when it comes to sourcing testosterone yourself. The cons on the other hand are quite numerous. Firstly, you have to source the testosterone yourself and find somewhere that is trustworthy and actually giving you legitimate testosterone, which can be tricky in itself. Then of course you have to factor in that you will have to run your own blood work, source all your own equipment, your needles, your swabs, things like that. And also, there's no one to hold you accountable. There's no one in control of your dosage. There's no one monitoring your blood work to offer advice. But this is probably not the best approach to take, especially if you're new to testosterone replacement therapy and you're not really sure of what you're doing. Personally, I would always recommend going down the private clinic route if you can afford it, particularly if you are brand new to testosterone replacement therapy and unsure about things like dosages and what protocols to be running. But let me know what you think in the comments. I know your opinions might differ on this. I know personally quite a lot of people who follow me do source their own testosterone and have had good results doing it that way, but I also have a lot of people who go with the private clinics and have had great success as well. But anyway guys, if you found this video all helpful, drop me a follow.